Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. So how would you like to make $1.6 million a year by working 5 hours a week? Does that sound shady to you? Well, guess what, guys? That's the title of this video from CNBC Make It. I really wanted to react to this video because this guy is also named Graham.
My name is Graham.
He's 39 years old and lives in Tampa, Florida. So with that said, we gotta go ahead and watch this video. I'll give you my own thoughts as a fellow Graham. As soon as you subscribe and hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and once you do that, we'll begin. You just gotta hit the little, just give it a gentle poke, just a tap. You don't have to break. Thank you so much, and now let's begin.
My name is Graham Cochran. I'm 39 years old. I make about $1.6 million a year. I work about 5 hours a week.
That's insane. 5 hours a week. First of all, it's weird for me to hear someone else named Graham.
My name is Graham.
You just don't have that. It's like I'm the only Graham. There's a few that exist, but I'm not friends with any other Grahams. I would love to meet another Graham and like just have a meetup of just like everyone's name is Graham. I would go to that if there was a convention, a Graham convention, where just the only thing you need to do to enter is like $5 and be named Graham. I would show up. You'll never forget anyone's name. It would be fantastic. You'd be like, hey Graham, and everyone looks over. I'd love that. But anyway, 5 hours a week. Let's break down exactly how much that is per hour. So if he's doing 5 hours a week times 52, so he's basically getting paid $6,153 per hour of his time. That is mind-blowing.
I run an online business where I teach people how to make money off of their passions, turn their knowledge into income, sell online courses, and maybe build a following around a YouTube channel or a podcast or a blog, and then eventually sell their knowledge in online courses and memberships or one-on-one and coaching packages.
Oh, that's it. Okay, so he's basically able to create programs that he's then able to sell. But still, even 5 hours a week is not, like usually it's so much work to put into creating a program like this. Like I remember, I have two programs. One of them was, I called it the Real Estate Agent Academy, that taught you how to grow your business as a real estate agent. And that was something I spent 6 months planning this thing. 6 months, I ran it by dozens of agents, some of the top agents too, like helped me out on this and like went through my outline. They really liked it. And then I spent 30 days. I worked until like 3 o'clock in the morning, just filming every segment, editing it, and I had an outline basically where I'm like, I have to do this and this every single day to finish in 30 days, and as long as I stick with this, I didn't have a life. I just would work in real estate, get home, work on that, stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 8. I did a whole month of that. It was horrible. But then my YouTube Creator Academy, I also probably spent a few months on that. It was more freestyle. It takes so much time to be able to do that, and you have to constantly update it. So I don't know how he's able to do this in 5 hours a week.
A friend of mine who was older, wiser, and he said, man, you don't have any real family time. You got to take at least one day off with your family. So from day one, when I got serious, I just committed to, okay, I'm gonna figure this out in Monday through Thursday.
Looks like he's wearing an H&M shirt. I like the exact same shirt as he does, except I'm trying to get a life back. I don't really have a life. YouTube is life. But look at that, he's got a great family. He's got kids. I feel like kids kind of change things. When you have a cat and a dog and a fish tank, it allows you to focus on YouTube more. But once you have kids, I believe that that should probably be the priority.
Piano, it's the one instrument I don't really play very well, but my daughters play a little bit. Guest room for guests, obviously.
It's a really lovely house, and he happens to be in Florida with no state income tax, so that's strategic.
Being on the river, and we put in these custom iron arch doors, which are so fun. This was kind of a splurge to have something unique and custom.
I love this house. Whoever designed it, perfect. I love everything about the house. I like the black accents, I like the furniture, the staging, the green, I don't know. It's fantastic.
So the kitchen's all my wife. She wanted it to be really open. We decided to go more open shelf concept.
This is a house tour or a video on how he makes money. So far, this went in from like 30 seconds of like, here's what I do, and then here's 9 minutes of a house tour. Listen, don't get me wrong, the house is fantastic, but I'm more curious at this point in his story than the house.
And one of my only requests for the house was to put the master bedroom at the back of the house so we could have a balcony and a view of the river. So we kind of built the house around that.
Oh, that's gorgeous. I would love a view of water. It's something about that. It's just so tranquil and relaxing.
My parents were military early on.
He looks a lot like his dad, doesn't he? You definitely tell that's his kid.
My sophomore year of college, we dated for 3 years all through college and got married right out of college.
It's so weird seeing in 2009, Graham and his wife moved to Tampa. I'm like, I didn't move to Tampa. What? It's just so weird seeing my name up there.
First couple of years that I was doing this were pretty bleak. At that time, we literally had no income. I had family and friends sending me checks and trying to help us out. We applied for food stamps. It was a very humbling experience. So I would say for almost 2 years, it was me trying to get work, and I got a little bit of work. I think I made $7,000 in my first year.
Yeah, that's what happens though. A lot of times you start a new business, don't go into it expecting to make money. You gotta go into the business thinking, I love doing this, I would have done it for free anyway, I can make something from it, that's a gift, and if I love it, I'm gonna keep going, even if I don't make money from it. That's for me, how I've approached everything. Like even going into real estate, I just loved it. I didn't care if, I mean, obviously I cared if I sold a deal or not, but like at the end of the day, I loved it more than the joy of like making money. It was more about meeting people and showing houses and getting inspired and like the art of the deal. I loved it. Same with YouTube. It's like I didn't even think of making money on YouTube. I just love making videos, and I thought it was cool to be able to talk online with people and respond back and just like make internet friends. And we're all interested in personal finance. Like that was my only goal. And I agree with this. Just if you go into something, expect not gonna make money. If you do, it's great, and take it from there.
From day one, when I got serious, I just committed to, okay, I'm gonna figure this out in Monday through Thursday. So 32 hours a week, and work normal 8-hour days. So that became the most I ever worked in my business when I started. And then every year, I'm kind of a weirdo. I try to like play this game and figure out, could I make the same amount of money I made last year, or grow it, that'd be even better, but work fewer hours. And so it's been income go up, work hours go down, and it's been that way ever since.
That's incredible. He's really dead. He's read the book, The 4-Hour Work Week, and has just excelled. Look how nice that. He needs some shade though. He's got to wear sunscreen over here. He's just getting blasted by the rays of the sun.
Most of what allows me to work so few hours is a combination of systems and eliminating a lot of stuff that just isn't really necessary. And I learned that. All the activity on social media I was doing, being in email all day long, keeping my email like tab open and responding to emails as they came in, working on all kinds of projects without really looking at what of my products really make up the bulk of my money. I use the 80-20 rule, Pareto's principle, all the time as a framework of looking at what I'm doing and eliminating as much as I possibly can.
Yep, that is fantastic. That's what I did as a real estate agent. I've told this story before, I'll tell you again. After a few years of being in the business, I felt like I had kind of capped off, and I was making anywhere between about 100, 120, maybe peak end 150 grand a year. So I was stuck in that range. No matter what I did, I couldn't make more than about that. And I got serious about it and read about the 80-20 principle and really decided to take that to the next step. And I looked at my clients and I realized, wait a second, these certain clients were producing most of the money I made. So if I just cut everyone else out, focused on getting more clients like this, I could make more money. And guess what? The first year I did that, I think I went to like 250 or something like that. But basically, just by doing that one change, I was able to work less and like triple my income. So it works.
I've been making videos for 13 years, so I usually know what I want to say, very few stops and starts, and I can get it done pretty quickly. And then I'll wrap up the morning with checking email, and then I have a paid community of people that I jump in, I answer questions, and I touch base with those people and see what they need help with. And then I'm usually done by lunch.
That's crazy. What a schedule. I'm so used to like this constant grind of making videos all the time. But then again, like my videos, I usually put about 8 hours of research in almost every video. My videos are so detailed to the point where like I gotta have the figures straight. I gotta do as much research as I can on certain topics and figure out, does that lead somewhere else? And if it does, is that interesting? Would people care about? There's so much that goes into making those videos and filming them, and like I want to create every video kind of like a movie where you could watch from start to finish, not knowing any background, and be entertained with it and learn something the entire way through. It takes a while.
I would say money is a great servant but a horrible master. I think people have more control over where their money goes and what they do with their money than they give themselves credit for. It's not worth being scared of or living your life as if you're controlled by what money you have or don't have.
So overall, you know what? I can't knock him on anything he's doing, but I am curious. If he were to double his hours, instead of working 5 hours, work 10 hours, could he take that 1.6 to 3.2? I bet he could. And just, I mean, come on, 10 hours a week? You could work 10 hours a week. It's like an hour and a half a day. But anyway, overall, he's fantastic. I really like the entire business model, and his name is Graham.
My name is Graham.
So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, feel free to add me on Instagram. It's right there. I try to post stories as often as I can, so feel free to add me on that. Thank you so much, and until next time.